National Association of Drug Court Professionals says that there are 20.2 million adult Americans that suffer from substance abuse disorder. 43.6 million have a mental health problem, and 8 million have both. So in the 1980s, it was the cocaine epidemic, and now we have the opioid epidemic. So during the 1980s, to help combat the influx in people in the criminal justice system, they came up with drug court. So to complete this speech, I had to do an immense amount of research into drug court and jail programs that help with drug issues. So today I'm going to talk about what drug court is, the creation and need for drug court, and the effectiveness and why it's effective. So to begin, I will discuss what drug court is. According to my audience analysis, only 1 out of 15 knew what drug court was. According to the Buffalo County, Nebraska Drug Court website, they have 2 main goals. So they seek to reduce substance abuse and crime. Participants work with judges, prosecutors, defense counsel, community supervision officers, law enforcement, and treatment providers. This helps them achieve and beat sobriety, and that makes them less likely to commit subsequent crimes. In exchange for successful completion, charges are often dropped or sentences are deferred, and this allows individuals to come away with a clean record, which allows them to go back into the community. The second goal is to improve public safety by reducing crime and overdoses and death due to drug abuse. So now let's discuss the creation of and need for drug court. So drug court was created in 1989 in Miami, Florida due to the influx in drug-related offenses. The criminal justice system was overloaded due to the influx in drug abuse. According to Messer, Patton, and Candela, in 2010, 85% of offenders incarcerated under state or federal jurisdiction required substance use treatment. And according to Meredith Imig, with the University of New Haven, 65% of prison inmates in the U.S. meet the medical criteria for addiction. Now we're going to move on to the effectiveness of drug court. So I think the most important thing to recall with the effectiveness of any sort of treatment system is if you don't want it to work, it's not going to work. So you can't help someone that doesn't help themselves, and that's where a lot of failure comes from. So studies have shown that drug court is more likely to reduce recidivism. Recidivism is the tendency of a convicted criminal to reoffend. So Paul Haskins with the National Institute of Justice found that participants are 20% less likely to use drugs, 17% less likely to test positive for drugs, 13% less likely to engage in criminal activity, and 10% less likely to get rearrested. According to Messer, Patton, and Candela, drug court changes how the user sees themselves, and that's how they achieve sobriety. They feel they deserve better for themselves, so they want to stay sober. According to a 2011 study done by Schaefer, recidivism rates of 46% for those that participated in drug court are 9% less than those who did not. 69% said that it gave them a renewed and positive perspective of themselves. So recidivism rates are lower because drug court forces them to change and gives them opportunities and holds them accountable for it. So a lot of times through drug court they have to receive a GED or education of some kind through certain courses like AIDS awareness or drunken driving awareness classes. They have to maintain or actively seek employment, go to counseling, urinalysis, and get a driver's license if they don't have one. Studies have also shown that drug court is less expensive on the criminal justice system. It saves an average of $5,680 per offender. So for each participant, it's only about $1,600 for them to do drug court, whereas it's about $5,000 for incarceration. According to Todd Hutlock, for every dollar you spend in the drug court system, you save $10 in the criminal justice system. So to conclude, we discussed what drug court is, the creation and need for drug court, and the effectiveness of drug court. Drug court is more effective than jail because it allows addicts to recover from addiction rather than just be punished and released. Drug court was created for the sole purpose of helping those committing crimes due to drug use achieve sobriety through supportive addiction treatments and thus reducing crime. So to finish, this is a testimony of someone who's been through drug court successfully.
Her father dabbled in drugs. I would walk around the playground with her and she would tell me what being high was like, and it started to kick my brain. What is high? So one weekend I went to her house and that was the first time I'd ever smoked a joint, drank some alcohol, and I tried my first pill. At 19 years old I started dating my drug dealer. He would give me drugs in exchange for us to be in a relationship. But the first time I stuck the needle in my arm, it was game over for me. So I started stealing. Me and 2 other people started stealing for habit because at this point I started shooting up. I was charged with 17 felonies and 1 misdemeanor. I had 2 to 20 years in prison looking over my head, and I still wasn't taking it serious. I think what helped me with drug court is that everything was so structured. You're always held accountable. My parents loved me, my whole family loved me, but I needed somebody outside of them to say, Chelsea, you're going to die if you don't change your ways. Today I'm the program director of Appalachian Health Services in Logan, West Virginia. I am currently working on my alcohol and drug counseling license, and I just recently graduated with my master's in social work. I'm helping a community get back what we've lost.
Any questions?